Well, the interesting thing is that it's a show based on an organization that was recently formed called Social Distance Theater. 10 or 15 performing arts organizations got together. They built a stage in an outdoor area in the courtyard at California Stage in Midtown Sacramento. And every Saturday night, they're going to do a vaudeville, like different singers and dancers, Sacramento music and art. There are going to be singers and poetry and plays. And with me in the studio, or kind of the electronic studio, is Barbara Ray, and also one of the performers, Angela James. You're there, Angela? There she comes. Hi. Thank you both for coming on LiveWire to talk to me about this oncoming thing. It's 10 nights of great, glorious storytelling, poetry, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's a great answer. Thanks, Angela. So, so what I want to say is hi. Hello. Are you there? Good. So right after this message, we'll talk to you, lovely people.
We're ready.
Oh, we are? Okay, well, if you're ready, then there's, I thought we were going to have a little kind of like dancing logo, but I guess not. At any rate, good. So Angela, let me tell you that I've seen you perform before, and you're quite wonderful. Are you there? Maybe you lost her. All right, Barbara, I haven't seen you perform at all. But
all right. Okay, I'll be up next until we find Angela.
You're one of the producers of this event, and tell me about it.
Well, we are very excited. I am the owner and operator of Music and Art Sacramento, and I'm fortunate to work with a number of local talents that are just outstanding. Our opening night, which will be 4th of July, is with Jessica Malone and Gorky. And she has a huge following here in Sacramento. It's actually well known all over California. So I think everyone will enjoy hearing them perform. Yes. Angela will, of course, be our opening act, and we're excited to meet her.
Wow. I was reading about Jessica, and she had won twice new singer-songwriter in a row, which is kind of interesting thing. Obviously, she must have the talent to beat out some of the other writers. It sounds
She's
interesting.
Amazingly talented and delightful. She's known for the songs that she writes and the poetry that she weaves into her songs. And Gorky, with his mad violin, is a great asset to her in really stirring up the crowd. So I think it's going to be a pretty exciting night.
Oh, I like it. And I can't wait.
We are, of course, mindful.
I can't wait to hear Gorky's violin go. Actually, if you get online, you can look up Jessica Malone, and you can see both of them there. And I think that you can actually tune in one of their bits. And this show has, I think, about 7, what were we talking earlier, 7 seats left to sell? Is that
something
true?
like that? They are going fast.
Yeah, because
it might be less than that.
There's parking lot, this area there, and they're all 10 feet apart, all the seats. That's
right. We're very mindful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're mindful of keeping our entertainers safe and also our audience safe.
And also the audience space, correct?
We are following all of the guidelines we've received from the state of California and the guidelines from the Stage Actors Guild, that making sure that everybody is following all of the rules. They change daily, but we're pretty flexible and we can keep up with them.
Good. They do change daily. So, okay. And let's see. Is Angela back with us? Maybe we can talk to her for just a minute.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good. So you were going to open this 10-week marathon by 15 performing arts groups, including one of your own performing arts groups, Phoenix Dance and Drum.
Drum and dance.
Yeah, whatever. I said it wrong in the beginning anyway. I get one more. So tell me about that organization.
Well, Phoenix Drum and Dance, we've been around for 15 odd years as Phoenix Drum and Dance.
Mhm.
And what we do is we do West African and Afro-Caribbean music and dance. We do performances, we teach classes privately, we do school assemblies, we do weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, you name it. We've been doing this consistently for about 15 years. And well, we're sort of taking a break now, you know, not self-imposed, but
No, I know.
well,
But you are going to do this not this Saturday night, but next month. Is that correct?
I think it's August 25th.
I
I
will
don't remember
I
exactly.
have your list here, and it says Phoenix, August 15th.
Oh, August 15th. Thank you
Yeah.
very
Well, and it's every Saturday night. So the companies all do something different, but you're going to open the event this Saturday, July 4th, with some storytelling. Is that right?
Yes, storytelling and some poetry because I wear many hats. I'm multi-talented.
I know.
I fake it. I'm an actor as well, so I can fake anything. So when you mentioned the music and everything and asked me to do this, I got really excited, especially when you said, could you do something that's music related, storytelling or poems? And I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, you make
Yeah.
it work. But
But it's great, and it's going to be good to have you there and hear your wonderful storytelling. Because I have watched you tell stories before and been blown away by your control and your personality and your straightforwardness with storytelling. It's really quite wonderful.
well, I have shared the stage with you too, and you have impressed me greatly. So we're even.
Okay, I appreciate that. So, do you have anything you might do for us tonight?
Yeah, I can do something right now, just for
Okay.
15 seconds. Well, when you mentioned music, and I thought to myself, oh, something musically related, the beginnings of music. And I am one of those poets, I read other poets' poems. Now,
Uh-huh.
I have found out that some poets don't like that because I don't know why. I don't know how they expect to get famous, you know. So now I stick to dead poets. And when you said music, I thought, oh, a dead poet, and it came to mind. Walter de la Mare, you know, he's dead, you know, about 65 years now, and he did a beautiful poem about music. And he said, and I will read a little bit, when music sounds, gone is the earth I know. He's probably tripping on something. And all her lovely things, even lovelier grow. Her flowers in vision flame, her forest trees lift burdened branches, stilled with ecstasies. So that's just a little snippet about my connection and his connection with music. And
I don't, you don't have, I don't know if I can, I have a lot of books of poetry. I'll have to go upstairs and see whether or not I have any of his works. Now you brought him up.
yeah, he actually did a lot of children's stuff too. So, but it's all very nice.
Wow.
Mhm.
So we're going to switch over to Barbara. Thank you. I will be back talking with you in a minute. Don't run away. Barbara, are you there?
I am here, right?
Good. So Barbara, you were walking down the street one day and you said, gosh, I'm going to be retiring from education. I've been working in education, making kids learn for years. Maybe I'll try to do some art and I'll work in art and music. Is that what happened? You got hit with lightning?
No, actually, I had been organizing conferences with the universities for a number of years, and then I had a number of friends that are musicians, and they're always looking for work, and they always need someone to kind of interface and come up with ideas of how to get gigs. And so they said, oh, why don't you give it a try? And I did, and I like it. It's a lot of fun. It's in many ways, it's exactly like organizing conferences. The difference being the personalities and the performances. I find that people stay awake when musicians are performing, but not necessarily stay awake when our guest speakers are doing conferences. So that is the biggest difference between doing educational conferences and doing musical events, is the audience just stay awake. Sometimes they tap their feet, and sometimes, if given the opportunity, they actually get up and dance. So I work with a number of bands, local bands here in Sacramento that are extremely talented. And then I've been able to do some work with the Sacramento Blues Society, who puts on fabulous, fabulous events. So Sacramento is rich with music and art. We're really lucky.
How did you run across Jessica Malone?
Actually, a colleague of mine, Mickey Abbey, who does glass here in Sacramento, well-known artist, had told me about her. And so I tracked her down, and he was right. She's fabulous. And so after she performed, I talked to her, and she and I have been working together for a couple of years now. She's very well-known, does an excellent job, and is a great manager for herself. Very organized and extremely talented in her writing of music. She sort of reminds you of Patsy Cline, but that's just a reminder. She's completely different, but she's very, very talented and very good. Everybody falls in love with her.
So, and you got an MC for the opening night, and I noticed there are going to be some fireworks after the event. But Larry Crowley?
Right, Larry Crowley. Yes, he will be our MC for Jessica, and he's a well-known musician himself. And he's actually worked with the Sacramento Blues Society and Cooper O's and a number of bands and musical venues here in Sacramento. So he's going to be quite an addition. And to top it all off, you bet, 4th of July, gotta have fireworks. Gotta have.
So we have some pictures of all the people we've been talking about. Maybe I can get the technologists who are watching us. Oh, who is that?
There's Jessica. That's Jessica Malone, and she's adorable and very talented girl. And she is our opening act for 4th of July, so that's pretty exciting. We do have some other groups coming up, which is Eva and Les of Surface Tension. They'll be performing. And that's Kathleen and Patrick of UUU. They'll be the friends of Eva and Les. Very well known. Also have a great following here in Sacramento. So that's going to be fun. They do original music. There's Eva performing actually at one of the nonprofit events, but Surface Tension, that's the band that she's with. Very talented woman, and she's, we're excited about her performing. I've been working with them for about 5 years now. So big following. And then that is Derek Washington. He will be performing with his quartet jazz, cool West Coast jazz. You're going to love it. It's going to be very exciting. And that actually will finish us off. That's September the 5th. That's our last big show. So the musicians are scattered each month, but you, as you said, you have a variety of shows, and that's why it's called a variety, because we're going to have a little of everything.
It's great. It's great. Now, if people want to get information about that, they can go to California Stage. Just Google the words California Stage, and their website will come up. And if they want to learn more about how to get a seat, because there's only 30 some seats in this whole area. They're all spread out. So it's a kind of get it while you can get it event for the 4th. Right. I think there's only a few seats left. But, every Saturday night.
But they have plenty of opportunity. They have plenty of opportunity for the next 10 Saturday nights to know where they will be. We'll be there every Saturday night, 8 o'clock. It should be great fun. And we're looking forward to the variety. It will be a true variety.
Yep. www.calstage.org. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it sounds like a really interesting period of time where, the theaters themselves and the performing arts groups are, they've have been for 3 months not been able to go inside a theater, but they can perform in an outdoor venue that's specifically built and set up for what we are calling social distance. Da, 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 da. And
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
Well, we're excited about that because these musicians have been wanting to perform live, and so Angela will tell you about that, I'm sure. We're ready, and as an audience, we're definitely ready.
Yes, we are. We're definitely ready. Everybody's been calling me, and some people do have reservations. But as I said, I sort of explained to them that this is socially distant theater. And as a matter of fact, today I went by the facility and looked through the gate, and I was really impressed. Beautiful stage. There's a sign that says social distance theater. Some of the chairs and everything and tables were already placed. So it's like the place is all squared out and it looks really fabulous. One of the tables even had all the tablecloths on it. I guess they're doing it to take a picture. So I was like, oh, this is going to be great. White tablecloths, real fabric. So
all true. What can I say?
Yeah, so I am excited coming out there. I've been part of the California Stage R25 complex for a while, and it's such a great thing that's happening there. The courtyard looks beautiful. All the flowers are in bloom. Somebody's been watering them.
Oh, yes, there are a number of people. It's an art center, so some people can't paint anymore for an hour or so, and they need to do something. So they come down and water flowers or put flowers in a pot, and that's why it looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
But there are about 5 to 7 theater companies that use that space besides the Poetry Center and Women's Wisdom Project, and some filmmakers and some writing groups. They're all participating in this in one way or another. California Stage, Actors Theater of Sacramento, Resurrection Theater. They're doing a funny thing at the end of the month. They're doing it like a talent show, except it's a kind of funny and bawdy and good. Short Center Repertory Theater is going to send over one of their singers. She's fantastic. She plays a character, and it's a kind of like an old French chanteuse character, and she takes suggestions from the audience and then twists them into kind of a funny song. And so you have the drum and dance company we talked about, Phoenix Drum and Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento Poetry Center sending over a couple of poets. Besides you, my wonderful poetry lady. And then there are just a number of other companies like Ovation Stage, which are going to do play readings, short plays. The playwrights group is sending over a group of actors to read short comedies, and then radio dramas are being read. So every Saturday night, as far as I can see, there's something totally different.
I'm impressed.
Good. That was the idea. It was also to say, I think, that people are really hungry for live theater in any form, in any shape, music, just to sit and listen to, watch somebody play a guitar and sing, not see it on a screen. I'm totally amazed.
Yeah, I think you're right. We are hungry for that interaction, the real performance live in front of us so that we can give them the support that they need, and they feed off of our enjoyment. So it makes such a difference for the entertainers.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how has it been, Barbara, in terms of, you're a producer, and you really deal with ongoing things, and all of a sudden it has to stop, and you have to wear a mask.
Right. It's been very scary. Wondering, can the the performers ever perform again? We keep getting mixed messages, and so that's what I loved about the project that you and California Stage put together. In that we are really taking into consideration every safety piece of information we have. We're keeping the performers separate from the audience, their own space, their own bathroom, and the audience safe with the distance, touching their own bottles of water, even someone to clean the bathroom after they use it. I mean, we have gone above and beyond everything to make sure that we all feel very safe. People have asked me, do I think it's safe? And of course, if I didn't think it was safe, I wouldn't be doing it. So,
Right.
yes, I think it's going to be safe. I think it's going to be fabulous.
Thank you. I think it's going to be fine too. And it's an important thing to note that there are performing groups that are they'll come together on the stage because there'll be a distance between them as well. And people can wear a mask if they want. They don't have to wear a mask, but we're going to be wearing masks. You won't be able to tell.
Yes. Right. We will be wearing masks. You'll just have to recognize us from the eyes up. I actually thought about wearing a mask when we did this today, but I thought, oh, that might be pushing it. So,
yeah.
But yes, we will accept people wearing scarves, homemade masks, paper masks, and not a Halloween mask. I mean, we do want them to cover their mouth and their nose.
Yeah.
But other than that, yes, we're ready for this.
Mask contest, because I have seen some really beautiful masks out there now. It's become an art form. I hope to be eclipsed after a while, and
right.
But it's something to remember that you can be creative even in the direst of times.
Right. I think this is the new normal for a while, and we are flexible, and we can adjust and be mindful of each other and be supportive of each other. This event is going to have that happen.
Angela, how do you feel about all of that?
Well, my excitement level just went way up after I stopped by the stage today. So I'm really really excited because, as I said, I saw everything being set up. So now I have no qualms whatever about going there and doing a performance or inviting people or even having my group come on there. So I have no problems with that after seeing.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So any of the musicians, interestingly enough, that there's a band, a small band that wants to come, and they said, "Can we come over and look at the stage?" I said, "Well, do you have like a trap set? A series of drums and kettle drums, and that's going to fit on there." And they said, "How big is the stage?" And I said, "Well, it's 19 feet by 12 feet." They went, "Oh, that's pretty good." So it's an interesting thing altogether. I think in the long run, at least it's going to help us at least get ready for the eye of the day when we can take off our masks, go into our theaters and perform.
I think so too. I think it's a nice bridge in between what once was and what we're probably going to have in the future. So a good 10 Saturdays of live entertainment is pretty exciting.
Yes, and there are some groups there, like there's a Shelley Burns singing group, she's donated a couple of her best singers to come and perform on these Saturday nights. But they're getting to able to use this outdoor space during the week in a conscious, socially distant way, and do their music lessons. They do singing lessons. Their singers bring something that they're preparing, and they get good criticism. Same thing with actors. There's 5 theater companies that use it for acting classes and things like that. So, and it's all done carefully. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's important.
there's some fabulous teachers there. Ed Claudio with his Sacramento Actors Theater. He does his classes now on that little stage that's been built up there in the courtyard.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty impressive.
I'm surprised at the growth of people who are interested in seeing these shows and also being part of the use of that theater space. Yeah. So, Barbara, tell me what's in your future as a producer?
Well, right now, this is taking the majority of my time because this is really the only opportunity I've seen of this forward thinking of how to protect the performers as well as the audience.
Yes.
So I'm sort of hoping that this 10 weeks will open the door to some of the other organizations in Sacramento of thinking outside of the theater and making use of Sacramento's fabulous weather and fabulous stages that we have in a number of parks, and bringing back some of the live entertainment that we're all hungry for.
Great. And you, Angela?
What?
10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this continues since we have so many restrictions. And what I'm working on right now is trying to create virtual content for the schools. And this is really a challenge because our assemblies are very interactive, and we have to translate all of that into a virtual setting. So that's a big challenge. That's what I'm working on. I'm also working on some storytelling.
Thank you both. Thanks so much for joining us. We've got to go now. We'll see you live on the stage.
My pleasure. See you Saturday night. Bye.
We'll be there.
Bye.